What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon SoulSilver. Last time, we took down the Kimono girls in Ecruteak City, and they gave us a tidal bell in exchange, and right at the end of our battles, a girl came in and said that there was a shadow over the Whirl Islands, and they speculate that it could be the legendary Pokemon that they've been hoping for. So today, we're gonna head down to the Whirl Islands to, I guess, investigate. Let's put up a Super Repel. Oh, Muscle Band. I got a Muscle Band from Mother, along with some berries, and it's an item that, to be held by Pokemon, it's a headband that slightly boosts the power of physical moves. Not a bad item to have. So I think we're good here. Whoops, I forgot to put up a Super Repel. Let's put up a Super Repel. And let's head down to the Whirl Islands. I've got Staffe back on my team because he's going to be helpful, hopefully, in this battle. And let's just... Whoa, don't want to get on the sandbar. I want to get there as easily as possible. It's ironic that we're, you know, down here in this beachy area. By the way, if you see that some of these trainers aren't going to battle me, it's because I've battled them off screen to level up in the past. So, yeah. But it's ironic that I'm, you know, on the islands, like, in a beachy area, since I'm leaving in just a few hours to go on vacation, which is why the series will not be going on next week. I was planning on doing something, but it didn't happen, and I'm not going to worry about it too much, because, you know, vacation. But yeah, I'm heading to Savannah here in just a second to meet up with some people, and then we're heading down to Florida to do vacation. Crap, I completely forgot about this. By the way, it looks like this in both render engines, so yeah. We need to use a TM Flash, which I would never usually do this, but since it's a YouTube video and darkness is not good for YouTube, I'll teach Flash to someone. Who do I want to teach it to? Staffe can learn something. I'll teach it in place of Thunder, because I could just buy Thunder back again. So, where's Thunder at? Yeah, we'll just forget Thunder. And now Flash can light our way. It used to be an HM, and it was the most worthless HM ever that you didn't really need, because you could just find your way through, which you could just find your way through here as well. But like I said, for YouTube's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. Now, if you take the bottom path, you're gonna have a bad day. You got to go all the way around the island to come back to square one. That's why you want to take the top path, because this is the way to get to where the Kimono girls are. So, let's continue going down this way. Put up another repel, because I definitely don't want to run into any of the Pokemon here, because that would be annoying. And I've also got a ton of Ultra Balls for this. If you go around the islands and not just beeline straight for the cavern that we're looking for, you can pick up a ton of Ultra Balls. We got a Max Revive there, one of the rarest and most helpful items of all time. Fully heals fainted Pokemon. Why is there 2 items over there? I didn't know there were 2 items over there. That's interesting. And how do I get there? Oh well, let's talk to this guy. That thing you have! Oh, the Silver Wing, yeah. What about it? You have found it. Please go ahead. Cool. Now, if you're playing Heart Gold, last episode I said that you would be in the Burnt Tower. I meant to say Tin Tower. And you would have gotten a Rainbow Wing from the Director back at the Goldenrod Tower, and a Clear Bell, I believe, from the Kimono girls. And yeah, you'd be up at Tin Tower right now, going for a different legendary Pokemon, Ho-Oh. But since we're SoulSilver and the mascot for this one is Lugia, we are going in here for Lugia. I'm going to put Staffe at the front here, because let's just say this Pokemon is annoying to catch. Like, really annoying. So let's head on in. There's the Kimono girls. What do they got to say?
That's right. This is where we welcome Lugia. When the dance we practiced many days becomes one with the sound of the tidal bell we entrusted with you, then Lugia shall come out from deep within the waterfall basin once again.
This is a pretty cool little scene, but it doesn't make any sense to have 5 girls here because, you know, one of them has to pair up with another one the entire time since there's only 4 corners. I guess the one in the middle is walking around the center column, but still, it looks weird. Also love the way the art with the tide on the bottom of the screen looks. I also like this song. It's a pretty good song. And now one of the most badass cutscenes I've seen in a long time. Look how cool this looks. Oh, that's so cool looking. I think SoulSilver wins for this cutscene. Holy crap, that's a big Pokemon. Look at those wings, they look like giant hands too. They don't look very aerodynamic. But yes, that is the legendary Pokemon Lugia.
That is indeed Lugia, the guardian of these islands from ancient times. So many have tried again and again, only to fail. Tyke, your heart in complete harmony with the tidal bell has finally allowed it to happen. Oh, to appear, sorry. Tyke, don't you see? Lugia, it must have been waiting for someone like you all this time. Wouldn't you agree?
Alright, well let's go kick its ass and catch it in a Pokeball. I never understood that. It's like this legendary Pokemon with such amazingness behind it, and then we just catch it. Or knock it out. Either way. Gotta surf over to it, unfortunately. And here we go. I love the music for these battles, but I hate these battles because they're so damn difficult to catch. So here we have Lugia, Psychic Flying type, legendary Pokemon, very good stats. It's a little more defensive, I believe, and more physical than Ho-Oh, I think. I might be wrong. So let's Thunder Wave it, because the more damage you have on it and the more stat debuffs like paralyzation or sleep, the easier it will be to catch, because the catch rate for legendary Pokemon is so low. And this is one of the better legendary Pokemon too. And I have to say, very helpful Pokemon to have on your team, though I will not be having it on my team. I'll say that now. I'll Cotton Spore this thing a few times. Oh, it's already paralyzed. I don't know why I Cotton Spored it. Stupid me. Well, it'll be really slow now. But, it knows Aero Blast, which is, I believe, its signature move. Very strong flying type attack. Oh, we're electric. It's not very effective towards us. But yeah, I don't use legendaries on my team, so I won't be using this on my team, but I will be catching it. Cool little thing about this Pokemon is that I believe either the man in charge of Pokemon altogether, or the man in charge of the artwork, or someone very important, Lugia is his favorite Pokemon, so I mean, it does look really cool. I think it looks cooler than Ho-Oh. And I guess those wings are for like flying underwater, because otherwise, they're alright. Alright, so I think I want to hit it with Charge one more time, but I'm afraid that's going to do damage and knock it out, so I'm going to send Anna out instead, because there's not much this thing can do to Anna. It knows Hydro Pump, which will heal us, Rain Dance, which does nothing to us, Aero Blast, which isn't going to do too much damage to us, and Extra Sensory, which is in the same boat as Aero Blast. And Aero Blast only has 5 moves. Wow, that did almost half damage. Let's Body Slam it. See how much damage that does. Okay, that didn't do hardly any damage, but it is paralyzed. So let's Body Slam it a few more times. Hopefully it'll use Hydro Pump on us and heal us. But of course, Hydro Pump only has 5 PP as well. Extra Sensory has a decent amount, and Rain Dance has a decent amount. But Aero Blast and Hydro Pump, I believe, only have 5 each. So, wow, was that a critical hit? That actually did some damage. Alright, so now it's in the red, and it's paralyzed. So let's start chucking some Ultra Balls at it. The lower the health, the higher chance you have of catching it. So I probably should hit it one more time. I have 30 Ultra Balls. If I don't catch it, I'm gonna be so upset. Yeah, but like I said, the catch rate for this thing is ridiculously low, so it could just be us. Hey, it healed us using Hydro Pump. Thank you, Water Absorb. We're not gonna be beeping anymore. Yeah, so pretty much this episode's gonna be me chucking Ultra Balls at Lugia, but I really do like Lugia. It is a very cool Pokemon to have, especially with its typing. Like I said, if you're using Heart Gold, you'd be going up against a Ho-Oh right now, Fire Flying type. I think it's more specially based, but I'll have to acquire Lugia, and we'll go check out its stats to find out. And like I said, I think it looks a lot cooler than Ho-Oh does. But those giant hand/arms, they throw me off. It's kind of like that mutant from X-Men that can paralyze people with her touch. She has those giant hands. You're kidding me! That was so close. Shoot, it was close too. Yeah, it was. And Lugia is healing us more. Also, most legendary Pokemon are genderless, and Lugia is no exception to that. Though it does have a male voice in the movie. I remember going to see the movie. It's a cool movie. I went with my old friends. This is back when I lived in North Carolina. Come on. But yeah, Slowking was in that, and Slowking talked, and it was weird. At least I think that was the same movie, and Ash had to go around and catch all the, or get the orbs of all the other flying legendary Pokemon like Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. Wow, I went completely out of numerical order with those, because it's Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Uno, dos, tres. Spanish for 1, 2, 3. Gah! Come on! Also, Lugia's name kind of looks like Luigi. Now I'm just trying to talk about stuff. I'm gonna body slam. I don't want to get a critical hit though, and I'm doing okay with these Ultra Balls. But yeah, I always hated legendary battles like this because on my cartridges I always wanted to catch them. Always, I still do. But you have to stay here for so long and just chuck Pokeballs at it, at a damaged Pokemon that I usually never use. The only legendary I would use on my team is probably my favorite legendary. Well, I like Mewtwo more than I like Mew, but I like Mew in a different way. As you can see, Mew's on my background, unless new YouTube has taken over. But the reason I like Mew so much is because it was a secret even to like some of the programmers for the first games. But it was in there. It was in the programming code. But yeah, Mewtwo's probably my favorite legendary. Such a badass Pokemon. I'm this close. You can't see how close my fingers are, but damn, those bastards are close. I'm that close to just body slamming it one more time. But like I said, I'm afraid I'm gonna get a critical hit, and it's gonna knock it out. Come on, look, it's paralyzed. Why can't it be paralyzed when it's in the Pokeball? But yeah. And there's no tricks to do it. I remember being a kid being like, yeah, if you alternate A and B, or B and down, or whatever the hell the combinations were, it'll help. And it does not help. There's nothing in the programming. There's nothing. And if it has helped you in the past, it was just coincidence. And if you say, no, it does help because I do it all the time, well, then you do it all the time, and there's no neutral ground. You don't know if it actually does, blah, 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 all the stuff. But yeah, no, there's no secret to catching Pokemon except for pure statistics. Alright, I don't want to body slam it. I'm afraid to knock it out. Alright, hopefully Lugia will use Hydro Pump again, or we'll catch it. But it's in the red and it's paralyzed. There's not much more we can do to this thing. Alright, so Anna's gone. And if it comes down to it, I'll cut ahead to me catching it in a Pokeball, but I don't want to do that just because, well, that's annoying. Use next Pokemon. Of course we're going to use next Pokemon. Oh, let's install it out there. We'll throw another Pokeball at it. Come on, just catch it. Catch it, catch it, catch it. Damn, dude, it's not even shaking. We're running out of Pokeballs. I should have brought more than 30 Ultra Balls. I might start chucking some other Pokeballs at it if I have to. Okay, so there goes Stape. Yeah, who am I gonna send out though? I guess I could send out Ramsey, but Ramsey's gonna get taken out very quickly by Extra Sensory. I'll send out Etho. How many Ultra Balls do I have left? 15. So we're about halfway through our Ultra Balls. And we've come close twice. But now we're not even coming close anymore. I hate legendary battles like this. I mean, they're cool and all, but I hate trying to catch them. Knocking them out's the easy part, because most of the time I'm over leveled and I can just knock them out in one blow. Like, for example, I'd have a level 50 Lapras with a Never Melt Ice and just Ice Beam the crap out of this thing. The Aeroblast, that's going to do much damage to a Steel Flying type Pokemon. Of course, it is 15 levels higher than we are. Come on, we're 16 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't want to have to start speeding up things. Get in the Pokeball, you bastard! It's an Ultra Ball. I'm giving you the best possible Pokeball to get into. Well, besides a Master Ball. I don't want to use a Master Ball. Alright, once I get down to like 10 Pokeball or 10 Ultra Balls, I'm going to start chucking random other balls to see if I can catch it in something, because I don't want to be here and have to re-record this because I just keep chucking Pokeballs at it. Alright, well there goes Etho. If I get down to one last Pokemon, I'll probably revive Anna. Let's send in Ramsey. Ramsey's gonna get taken out really quickly, though. Let's see. I think I have 11 left. Yeah, I'm gonna start chucking Great Balls at it. I bought about 10 Great Balls. Damn. And I have a few Pokeballs as well, but like I said, the higher tiered ball, the lower the health and status inflictions all help for catching Pokemon. Alright, so who are we gonna send in now? Let's send in Polyswag. Yeah, we're gonna use next Pokemon, don't you worry. Alright, let's just keep tossing. I'm gonna toss a few more Ultra Balls. I might cut away or speed up or something, but I also might just go silent because this is starting to get really annoying. Yes! Oh, look at that, right when I was about to cut away, too. LUIGI-A was caught. Jesus, that was hell. It is said to be the guardian of the seas. It is rumored to have been seen on the night of a storm. Give a nickname to the Lugia? No, thank you. And it was transferred to Bill's PC. So let's go back and see what the Kimono Girls had to say about us catching it. What you got to say, main Kimono Girl? You have not only made Lugia appear, but you also caught it. You are so wonderful. There is nothing more for us to say. Take good care of yourself and your journey. Thanks. Do you say the same thing? You've done a great job. Say hello to Professor Elm for us. You've done a great job. Say hello to Professor Elm for us. Okay, so I guess those four just say the same thing. Alright, we might search the Whirl Islands in the future, like to pick up some items, because there are a decent amount of good items in here. But for this, I think I'm going to call the episode here. I want to get back outside first, though, so we're not just stuck in the Whirl Islands. Or I might call it from this balcony. Who knows? This balcony is a pretty cool area to call it. So, let's see. What Pokemon do I have left? Just Polyswag and D-Rex. Wow. That thing was a bastard. We'll look at the stats of our Lugia in the next episode. We'll go up to Bill's PC and check to see what it's got. I will say that catching Ho-Oh, or having Ho-Oh, makes it easier to get a specific item that I do want, which is going to take us a while to get now. But we do have the option to catch Ho-Oh, but not currently. That'll come later on in the game. But that's it for me. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.